Hey everybody, Don Georgievich here with Job Interview Tools. Today I want to teach you a really cool psychological hack that's going to show you how to get inside your interviewer's head, not in a creepy way, but in a good way, and make them want to hire you. So if you want to hear more about that, stay tuned because I'm going to dive right into it. But before I do that, if you like this channel, you like the kinds of videos that I'm making here, subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. This lets me know that I'm making content that you want to watch, that you find helpful. All right? So let's move on here. So back when I used to interview for jobs, I used to do certain things that kind of made employers want to hire me. But I didn't really realize I was doing these things until I was reading this book just last week. It's called Influence, and it essentially helps you understand or teaches you why people do the things that they do. Why do they buy the things that they buy? Why do they make the decisions that they make? And it's all about influence. And one of the key elements of influence is the law of reciprocity, which means that if I give something to you, you are more likely to want to give something back to me. It's just a gesture. It's the same thing when you walk into a grocery store and the bakery gives you a free cookie. Well, you feel compelled to buy something from the bakery. Or if you're at the grocery store and they're giving out free food samples or taste of a drink or something like that. You taste it, you like it, you feel compelled to buy it. Same thing with if you're in a shopping mall and you open a door for somebody. The other person might feel compelled to do something for you, or they just simply say, thank you. But it's called the law of reciprocity. And I'm going to show you how to use it in a job interview, or at least I'm going to tell you how I used to use it. So back when I used to interview for jobs, and my background is actually in information technology, I was a network engineer. So when I would go in to interview for jobs, I would find out the types of problems that they were having, and I would try to maybe offer a solution. So in my business, I knew a lot about the different types of technologies, the different hardwares, the websites, the servers, the firewalls, all that kinds of stuff. And I knew about the problems, the most likely problems that people would have with those things. So as I'm talking to my interviewer, I'm finding out about their environment, their network, what kind of equipment that they use. And one of the things that I would do is when they would tell me about a certain piece that they're using, I'd be like, oh, I used to use that, but one of the big problems I had, was this. Have you ever had that problem? And they'd be like, yeah. And I knew they had it because it was a common problem that anybody with this piece of equipment would have. So what I would do is I would walk them through how I solved the problem in my last job, or how I helped a customer solve that problem. And I was essentially helping them during the interview. It's like it wasn't a job interview anymore. Now it was a consulting session where I was teaching them how to solve problems that they already have. And I essentially was invoking the law of reciprocity. I was giving them something. And they were grateful to get that from me because I helped them. I helped them out of a bind. And that made them feel compelled to offer me the job. Now, does it work every time? Of course not. Nothing is going to work every time. This is just a tool that you can add to your arsenal, your tool bag, whatever you want to call it. But when you're in a job interview and you're going down the line, you're bobbing and weaving and you're kind of navigating through the interview and you're trying to show them your best side. Well, one of your best sides is, to give them something. And this is just one of the things that you can do. And it's going to make them like you more. Is it going to get you the job? Nothing gets you the job every time. If there was a magic thing that you could do in every interview, believe me, I would be teaching it to you. But this is just one thing. This is one thing that's going to help tip the scales in your favor. So let's say, for example, it gets down to you and somebody else. You're in the final two, or maybe you're in the final three. And the other two candidates, they were good. And maybe you were as good as them, but You helped the employer solve a problem. You helped them out of a bind. You gave them something. You gave them some information. And who do you think they're going to want to hire? They're going to want to hire the person who helped them out. They're going to feel compelled. Maybe even if you aren't the perfect, ideal candidate, but because you gave them something, they're going to feel like they should offer you the job. It's the law of reciprocity. It's how humans work. It's part of our emotional system. Someone does something for us, we want to do something for someone else. Just like when I make these videos for you guys, you feel like you want to do something for me. Some of you guys just leave me a comment and say, hey, that was a great video. That was nice. Whatever. But people, because I make these for people, people want to give me something back. And a lot of times that's just a, hey, thanks. Good job. So in your next interview, think about how you can help the employer through, a problem that they're having. Now, if you're just going in cold to this interview and you don't know anything about them, you're not going to be of much help, obviously. So, how can you find out some of the problems that they're having and how you can maybe be a solution? You can ask. That's one of the things I always used to do too. I would simply ask the employer, hey, what are some of the biggest challenges facing your company or facing your IT department right now? What do you see are some of the biggest hurdles? Or what I would say when I would try to find out about some of the equipment that they had, sometimes it was outdated. And I might say, hey, that piece of hardware you have, I know that's kind of, on its way out. Are you considering upgrading to the newest version that has, XYZ features in it and that is going to, resolve certain issues? Whatever it was. I don't remember all that stuff. It was a long time ago. But think about what you can do for the interviewer that you're talking with. Dig deep and find out what their pains are. What are they struggling with? And then how you can be a solution to those problems and offer up that solution while you're talking to them. Change it. Change the whole dynamic from a job interview to a consulting session. And now you're giving them valuable information that's going to help them. That is going to stick in their minds. So if they interview 10 people and only one person helped them out, gave them a suggestion, gave them a tip, gave them some information, who are they going to remember? Out of those 10 people, they're going to remember you, obviously. And then when it comes time to make the hiring decision, maybe they'll hire you, maybe they won't. But I could almost guarantee that they're going to remember you when it comes time to make a hiring decision. There may be other factors involved that they don't select you. But this is just one thing. This is just one thing to help tip the scales in your favor so that, you shine as the ideal candidate. So that is all I have for you today. I hope you found this interesting on the law of reciprocity. And if you did and you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know. That way I can make more videos like this. Now, before I let you go, I got a free gift for you. Believe it or not. I want to give you this top 10 interview questions guide. This is a free download. You can go to jobinterviewtools.com/top10, put in your name, put in your email address, tell me where I can send this. This has the top 10 most common interview questions that you are going to get asked in a job interview. And it's got tell me about yourself. Why do you want to work here? What are your greatest weaknesses? What are your greatest strengths? It also has questions that you might consider asking your interviewer. So this is a really cool guide. It is free. I am giving it to you. Why am I giving it to you? Because I like you. And I hope that by giving this to you and you get to see a sample of the type of programs that I create, that maybe you'll want to buy one of my other paid programs that goes a lot deeper than the free copy or the basic version or more than I can do for you in this video. So I hope that helps you out, and good luck on your next interview, and I'll see you in the next video, my friend. Take care. Bye-bye now.